the morning routine of the successful. At 6 a.m., when the world lies asleep, the moment you rise determines the battle's outcome. While most people hit snooze and burrow back into their blankets, that single step you take from bed to floor becomes the dividing line between an ordinary day and an extraordinary one. As Napoleon Hill taught us, success is no accident. Success is a series of deliberate choices, and that first choice begins the moment you awaken each morning. How does your morning begin? Do you reach for your smartphone and check social media? Or do you look in the mirror and ask yourself, what will I accomplish today? This small difference changes the entire trajectory of your life. Successful people don't surrender their day to others, they dominate their day. And that dominance starts the moment they open their eyes. Consider what you do first each morning when you rise from bed. That action sends the first signal to your brain. Am I a person who reacts today, or am I a person who creates? The moment you check your phone, you're already reacting to other people's agendas. News, messages, notifications invade your mental space, and your day no longer belongs to you. But the successful begin differently. They treat morning as sacred time to invest in yourself before the world makes its demands. During these moments, you align your mind, body, and spirit. Like tuning an instrument. An untuned instrument creates only discord, no matter how beautiful the melody. Your life is no different. The successful person's morning begins with meditation. Meditation doesn't mean something complex. Simply sitting quietly for even 5 minutes, focusing on your breath is enough. These 5 minutes transform your entire day. Because during this time, you shift from reaction mode to creation mode. Time to clear the mental noise and listen to your authentic voice. Next comes gratitude. Gratitude isn't simple, positive thinking. Gratitude is a powerful tool that tunes your brain to the frequency of success. When you appreciate what you already have, your mind focuses on abundance rather than scarcity. And this abundance mindset attracts more opportunities and possibilities. This is where Napoleon Hill's law of attraction operates. But you cannot stop at gratitude alone. After gratitude, successful people always engage in vision work. They paint their desired future in their minds. Not simply dreaming, but feeling it as vividly as if it were already reality. Imagine yourself in 5 years, 10 years. What house will you live in? What car will you drive? What people will surround you? What work will you do? The key is not just seeing, but feeling. The power of visualization has been scientifically proven. Your brain cannot distinguish between actual experience and vivid imagination. Therefore, when you vividly imagine your successful self, your brain accepts it as if it actually happened, and it begins seeking behaviors and opportunities that match that pattern. This is the core principle of Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich. After visualization comes goal setting. But the goals I speak of aren't simple to-do lists. They are specific action plans to make your vision reality. Successful people ask themselves 3 questions every morning. What is the most important thing I must accomplish today? How does this contribute to my long-term goals? In what area can I grow today? The answers to these 3 questions structure your day. This is the difference between living busy and living purposefully. Most people live busy lives but never move forward, like running hard on a treadmill but staying in place. But for the successful, every step is progress toward their destination. Once you've set your goals, you must awaken your body. Exercise is not optional, but essential. But exercise here doesn't necessarily mean lifting heavy weights at the gym. A 20-minute walk, 10 minutes of stretching, 5 minutes of jumping, all sufficient. What matters is not intensity, but consistency. Moving your body every morning sends you a powerful message. I am in control of my life. During exercise, your brain releases endorphins. These natural happiness hormones fill your day with positive energy. Exercise also builds your confidence. Having completed your morning workout, you've already achieved one victory. This small win follows you throughout the day, attracting larger victories. After exercise comes learning time. Successful people never stop learning. They invest at least 30 minutes each morning in self-improvement, reading books, listening to podcasts, learning new skills. These 30 minutes become 182 hours in a year. In 182 hours, you can learn the basics of a new language, acquire new skills, or greatly expand knowledge in your field. But what matters is not what you learn, but why you learn. Successful people don't learn merely to collect information. They acquire knowledge and skills directly connected to their goals. If your goal is starting a business, you should learn about marketing, finance, and leadership. If your goal is healthy living, you should learn about nutrition, exercise methods, and stress management. After learning comes planning time. Before starting your day, you must envision how that day will unfold. Successful people don't leave their day to chance. They intentionally design every moment of their day. When to do what, whom to meet, what conversations to have, they think it all through in advance. What's important is not creating a perfect plan, but building a flexible structure. A plan should be a framework that liberates you, not a prison that constrains you. Because when you have a plan, you can distinguish between real opportunities and mere distractions when unexpected chances arise. When planning, you must prioritize. The moment you think everything is important, nothing becomes important. Successful people know their time and energy are finite. Therefore, they focus on activities that create the greatest impact. Remember Pareto's principle, the 80-20 rule. 80% of your results come from 20% of your efforts. Finding and focusing on that 20% is the key to success. Once you've prioritized, you must decide when to do these tasks. Here's an important principle. Do the most important work when your energy is highest. For most people, that time is morning. As the day progresses, decision fatigue accumulates, unexpected events arise, and energy depletes. Therefore, the most important tasks should be scheduled in the day's first hours. This is the principle of eat the frog first. Complete the most difficult and important task first, and the rest of your day becomes relatively easy. And the sense of accomplishment from completing important work in the morning energizes you throughout the day. But planning alone isn't enough. Execution determines everything. The difference between the successful and the unsuccessful lies not in the amount of knowledge, but in execution power. Everyone knows what they should do. But actually doing it, that's where most people fail. Why? Why don't we do what we know we should? The reason is our brain tries to maintain the current state. This is called homeostasis. The brain perceives change as danger. Therefore, whenever we try to start new behaviors, the brain resists. This is too hard. Let's do it tomorrow. Now isn't the right time. These voices arise from this resistance. The way to overcome this resistance is to start small. Don't try to achieve massive change all at once. Begin with actions so small you cannot fail. For example, instead of exercising 1 hour daily, start with exercising 1 minute daily. 1 minute is too small for the brain to resist. And once you start, it naturally grows from 1 minute to 2, from 2 to 5. This is the power of habit. Habits are automated behaviors. Once a habit forms, it executes automatically without willpower or motivation. Successful people make success-oriented behaviors into habits. For them, success becomes not difficult but natural. When building habits, you must set triggers. Triggers are signals that initiate habits. For example, when I wake up, I immediately drink a glass of water. After brushing my teeth, I meditate. While drinking coffee, I read, connecting new habits with existing behaviors. You must also clarify habit rewards. The brain only repeats behaviors when rewards exist. Therefore, you must give yourself small rewards each time you perform a new habit. It could be a favorite cup of tea, listening to favorite music, or simply praising yourself, saying, "Well done." Now examine your morning routine. Where have your mornings taken you so far? Those mornings accumulated to create the current you. If the current you isn't who you want to be, you must change your morning. Change your morning, and you change your day. Change your day, and you change your week. Change your week, and you change your month. Eventually, your entire life changes. Change is difficult, especially in the beginning. But remember, difficulty is temporary, but success is permanent. The discomfort you experience now is investment in future comfort. The price you pay now is the cost of future freedom. Successful people endure short-term pain and choose long-term gain. Unsuccessful people choose short-term pleasure and endure long-term pain. Every morning, that moment of rising from bed is exactly this moment of choice. Will you choose the pleasure of 5 more minutes of sleep, or will you choose the pain of creating a new life? The choice is yours, but the consequences of choice are unavoidable. The morning you choose creates your day, and your day creates your life. Choose the morning of the successful. Then the life of the successful will await you. Tonight, before you sleep, prepare for tomorrow morning. Set your alarm. Prepare your workout clothes. Place the book you'll read beside your pillow. And when the alarm rings tomorrow morning, rise without a second's hesitation. That moment is when your new life begins. You already possess everything, every tool, every ability, every possibility needed for success. Only one thing is missing, the courage to begin. And that courage is exercised in that moment of rising from bed each morning. The world waits for you to awaken. Your dreams wait to become reality. Your potential waits to manifest. Wait no longer. Start tomorrow morning. Master your morning, master your day, and ultimately master your life. That is why you were born. That is your destiny.